Hi, it's John at Cordon Real Estate, and lately I'm seeing more social media posts about strangers who are showing up in neighborhoods and taking pictures of houses. Well, certainly they could be crooks looking to collect data from which to plan out a burglary later, or they could be a real estate professional doing an inspection or a valuation of a home. So I'm going to share with you some tips for how you might be able to tell the difference between the crook and the real estate person, and also share with you some information about why they might be there. Not the crooks, the real estate people. Mortgage lenders will sometimes hire an inspector or a local real estate broker to do an inspection on a property, especially following a natural disaster like a wildfire or a flood. They want to make sure that the property to which they hold the mortgage has not lost value and in fact is just still there. In most instances, a real estate professional who's taking pictures of a home is going to be taking just a couple photographs, and that is for a property inspection to make sure that it's in good condition and it's still there following a natural or man-made disaster. However, if you see that person out in the street and they're taking multiple pictures of a home, perhaps even pictures of surrounding homes, that is a real estate broker probably preparing a broker price opinion, or BPO, which is similar to a value appraisal, except it leaves out a couple things that most appraisers include, such as replacement costs. The purpose of the BPO is to calculate the current market value of a property, and so they take a few more pictures. So here are the 5 most common reasons why a real estate professional may be out in your street taking pictures of one or more homes. First reason is they are doing an inspection, a simple confirmation that the property has not been recently damaged, it's in good condition. Number 2 could be that the homeowner has applied for a home equity line of credit loan, and the bank wants to make sure that they have enough equity in the home to collateralize the loan. Number 3 is very similar. It could be that the homeowner has applied for a refinance of their primary mortgage, and again, the bank wants to confirm the value without doing a full appraisal, so they order a broker price opinion. Number 4, not really common, but I do a few of them every year as a broker, and those are construction loan BPOs. And the construction loan BPO is a little different in that when a flip home is purchased, it's often in such bad condition that it can't be mortgaged. Therefore, the flipper buys it for cash, comes up with their plans for remodeling, rehabbing the property. They get their plans approved, they go to the bank and they seek a construction loan. And so the bank wants to know what's the current market value of the property in its current condition, and given the list of all the stuff that the flipper wants to do to it, what might it be worth once all those renovations are completed. So that would be number 4. And number 5 is that perhaps the mortgage borrower, the homeowner, has either stopped making mortgage payments or they are more frequently making loan payments late, and the bank is very concerned and they are considering foreclosure. And so they want to know the value of that asset in relation to the mortgage balance. So they order a BPO. It's important to know that when a real estate broker is hired to do a broker price opinion or an inspection, they are almost always instructed to not contact the occupant of the property, whether it be the homeowner or a tenant or anyone else. Therefore, many brokers do the pictures in a drive-by mode. They might stop in front of the house in their car, take a picture out through the window, and be gone in 10 seconds. My process is a little different. I typically stand in the middle of the street, get all my pictures done within 1 minute, and that can lead to someone, let's say a neighbor, coming out and asking me what I'm doing. Sometimes the occupant of the property I'm taking pictures of will come out and ask me what I'm doing, and based upon the instructions I receive, all I can really say is that I am a real estate professional, and if they have any questions, they should contact their lender. One way you may be able to tell the difference between a crook and a real estate broker doing a BPO or an inspection is the type of pictures that they appear to be taking. So here are the three major levels of pictures that are required in these different reports and what they include. If you see your stranger in the street taking these pictures, you may have a pretty good idea that they are doing a BPO. A basic set of photographs that you might see a real estate broker taking would include a picture of whatever address marker is on the property, whether it's a placard, could be something painted on the street if there's nothing on the house itself, but the broker is required to show that they are indeed at the right address. The second photograph is of the front of the property, and that includes not just the house, but the broker should back up enough that they get a photo from one side of the lot all the way to the other side of the lot. So the whole front yard, let's say, is in the picture. Also, they should be taking close-ups, usually using a zoom lens, of any damage that is observed on the property. Finally, that basic package will usually include a photo of the street looking up or down, at least in one direction, most often in both directions. A more advanced package, for which we find most commonly in a broker price opinion, not in inspection, is what I just mentioned: the front, the address, and the street up and down, plus all the damage that is visible. But also they'll typically ask that the broker take photos from the left side, from the right side, and also if they can get around to the back, let's say if there's an alley, a picture of the back of the house. Most of the time you can't do that because that would mean getting into somebody's yard, and you don't want to do that. So it's usually just the left side, the front, and the right side. Many also request a close-up, usually taken with a zoom lens, of the property's roof. The most comprehensive set of photographs required for most BPOs includes not only the front and the sides and the street and the damage and the roof and of course the address, but sometimes they will also ask the broker to include photos of properties to the left, to the right, and across the street. And the last one, which we also see quite a bit, is the mortgage lender wants to see the view that adds value to a property. Let's say it's a property with a beautiful ocean view or a view of a canyon or a forest, anything that might add value, any view that might add value. They want to see a photograph of that view, even if the property itself is not in the picture, because they want to see anything that adds value to the property. If you see someone in the street that appears to be taking photographs such as I've just described, they may well be a real estate broker working. However, there's no guarantee, so please be safe. Hope you found this information helpful. If you have any questions, comments, leave them below. This is John at Cordon Real Estate, and I'll see you again soon.